Welcome back, or if you're new here, welcome to the Malign Flyer YouTube channel, and thanks for tuning in. This is the Let's Play series of Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, where we will explore some of the continent and the world created by Andrzej Sapkowski. This world is based on Slavic mythology, and we play Geralt of Rivia. He's a monster slayer known as Witcher. This playthrough will include the main game, which is Wild Hunt, then Hearts of Stone, and then the Blood and Wine DLCs. Probably in order, but my playing style is a completionist, so I do love to wander around and kind of do whatever. So come take a stroll through the world and let's have fun together. If you like it, give it a like and subscribe. You can also catch me at twitch.tv/MalignFlyer, and take care. Now, what are we doing? The Kiera Metz quest line. Well, it's 11:30 Saturday night. We have all the time in the world, so let's do this. What's Geralt's inventory like? 57 out of 60. Shirt. 1.21 weight. 1.21 weight. He only needs one of those. Maybe he can give it to the blacksmith. I don't know what the blacksmith is gonna do with it.
You
but...
ain't safe unless you got a Gabrielle.
Gabrielle.
The auto-crank one-handed Gabrielle ensures you get the first shot and the last word.
Let me have a look at your stock.
Sounds like a gun commercial. There. I think we're gonna keep everything else. Yep.
So long.
I'm not that good at Gwent. I need to get it explained to me again. But then in real life, I absolutely well and positively suck at card games. When I was in my 20s, a friend of mine at the time and we used to do Texas Hold'em Friday nights. For some reason, I got a little bit better the more liquor I put into my system. Which goes to show I know nothing of the game.
See, you're a man well travelled, so tell me, should I beat me wench once a week, or after?
Once a week or after. God. Problem is, you're referring to her as your wench to begin with. Roach! Here, boy.
Run, Roach.
Try not to get them. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. This is Kiera's place. Let's have Geralt walk. Not run like some adolescent schoolboy. Now, wait a minute. Is the door situation fixed?
Better to have stuffed them with a poison.
That's blocky, but rendering
Kiera,
a cutscene.
what are you doing?
Geralt, you gave me quite a start.
But nay, the mage says, bring me rats and healthy ones. Not
Do we
something
like her
cat
top
like then.
dress?
This the one from the elf's hideout? What's this about rats?
Nothing important. I'll explain later. Now tell me, to what do I owe the pleasure?
Oh, lots to say. Said he had a request for me.
Mentioned you wanted something from me.
I did, and still do. The Cursed Isle on Lake Windammer. You've heard of it, I'm sure. The local peasants mumble incessantly about it, about the wraiths that haunt it. They claim none who go there return.
How'd it come to be cursed?
That's what I don't know. I must break this spell, yet I've been unable to identify its source.
Gotta know something.
Scraps. The curse is somehow linked to the tower where Serard, the lord of these lands, took refuge when Nilfgaard invaded. Claims in the village are that peasants, desperate of hunger, sailed to Fyke Isle to beg for food. Met their end there. It was a massacre. So, will you please help me lift this curse? You're so good at these things.
3. Special head.
So the peasants who went to the island for food, this lord had them murdered?
The villagers say he had them poisoned.
A real gentleman.
Well, I never met him. But he certainly didn't seem such a cruel man, judging by what a mage from the Isle told me.
A mage lived on the island? Did you know him? Where is he now?
We were friends. Sadly, he died that day as well. Very few survived. Yet even those who escaped the Isle soon suffered agonizing deaths. Strangely, they did not seem to have been poisoned.
Vengeful spirit, you think?
Why are you so intent on this?
I'm not, the local peasantry is. The Isle, miss, you've got to lift the charm. You're a good witch, a great witch. There's no end to it.
Uh-huh. See, I thought you didn't care for the locals. The great witch you are.
I failed to lift the curse, and they could conclude I'm not so great. Not enough to conceal me from the witch hunters and risk getting sent to the gallows themselves.
What others think, your image, that's all you care about.
The point is, listen, I didn't flee to these wilds just to stupidly get caught because some boar with grit under his fingernails grows annoyed with me.
Yeah, of course.
All
You're
right,
gonna help
I'll
him.
help.
I knew you'd find it irresistible. Naturally, you'll need to sail to Fyke Isle.
Fine. What then?
Well, the spirits who wander the Isle, you must establish a rapport with them. Don't know how, but they could point us in the direction of the curse's source.
Think they'll be willing to chat?
Of course, provided you take my magic lamp with you. I shall let you keep it afterwards in appreciation. You'll find it quite useful, I'm sure.
All his inventory slots, he should have a backpack or a bloody wagon behind him. Why won't you go with
Can't
you?
you just come with me?
I tried to go to Fyke Isle once. Thought my head would burst, the curse's magic was so strong.
Nice of you to send me there.
I experienced an acute nasal hemorrhage. You stand to endure a wobble of your medallion at most. At Aretusa, they trained me to detect even the subtlest magic pulses. This was like getting smacked across my haunches with a grain flail.
Funny. Thought you'd go in for that sort of thing.
Take my boat. I left it on the lake shore near the village. Should be fit to use, provided
my
rot
God.
hasn't eaten it, as it seems to eat everything here.
Okay, how do we use this magic lamp?
How's the lamp actually work? I mean, do I just rub it, or do I have to do something, magical?
You needn't even rub. Just place it where you find bones and hear whispers. I suppose I should warn you, it might not be the most pleasant experience.
Figured as
Or-
much. Tell you all about it later. Maybe skip the drastic bits.
You'll need to do neither. I'll give you a Xenovox. It's a bauble that will let us speak over some distance. You will tell me what you see, and I shall tell you what to do and look for.
Like a cell phone or magical walkie-talkie. Xenovox?
Never heard of a Xenovox.
It works just like a megascope, but is far more portable. Think of it as a magic box that talks.
They hard to build?
Extremely. That's why they're so rare. I certainly couldn't build anything like it.
So no chance these Xenovoxes will catch on with every mage using one?
Not the slightest.
So, where'd you get the Xenovox?
Found it
Well,
in the
we
mine
kind of
along
got
with the
cell
lamp.
phones.
Thought it was part of the lamp at first. Didn't realise what I'd actually found until later.
Think it belonged to the elven mage?
Clearly. And I didn't even know the elves used them.
I need to know anything else before I go?
No, that is all. Oh, go already. I can't wait to see what you discover on Fyke Isle. Just be sure to come and see me afterwards. And Geralt.
Hmm?
Thank you.
I'm used to this voice and the way they modeled the character for Kiera. And then I'm watching The Witcher on Netflix. It's all different. New quest item. Yep. Use it the same way as a torch or a crossbow. At least the door frame is there. The hell
Come on,
changed?
Roach. Slow now.
And the Crones of Crookback Bog. I thought we were working on Fyke Isle for Kiera. Yeah. This Fyke Isle should be... Yeah, exactly. It's right over here. Oh, it's right there. Oh, Kiera's boat is right... Yeah, okay.
Not so fast, Roach.
Hey. Well, this is kind of like Assassin's Creed where we can fuck up these boats. And you can fast track without going to a can fast track without going fast travel, not track, fast travel without going to a signpost while you're in the boat.
Where are you?
Almost there.
Splendid. I should contact you again soon.
Wait, this Xenovox. Can I contact you with it, or is it one way?
One way only, I'm afraid. You'll have to trust my feminine intuition.
Your what?
My feminine intuition.
Wonderful.
I love girls. Dry, grumpy grandpa personality. I do believe this is where we're going to have to go for the pillar as well.
Geralt? Are you on the Isle yet? Does the Xenobox work? Can you hear me?
What? I can't hear. Great, broke already.
Interference. You must be very careful.
Okay. That was a nice welcome. So yeah, that's going to be used by the pillar. I think the one took his buddy out when his head exploded. That's just kind of funny. Okay, yeah, this is all the stuff that the pillar's gonna care about later on. That was alright. Put some oil in there. Lord. Okay. He's at about half health. Let's give him some meat. I feel like I need Geralt to go out of his way to kill some wolves just to get some meat.
Gonna hang your head from my saddle.
All right. That was interesting. Dare say I'm getting a little bit better of getting the hang of the combat system here. It's literally duck and weave, right?
A fresh corpse. Must have come here a while after the nobleman's death.
Hey, signpost. So we can do away with boating here all the time. Although it'd make one hell of a playthrough to not use fast travel at all. Oh man. Dude. Get your...
Let's try Kiera's lamp.
Can you put the damn lamp away so you can fight? Please? What do we put on the sword to deal with a water hag? There we go. Necro. Okay. When Igni. We have enough to make an oil. Well, then we definitely will. Because again, we have to do this only once, and every time we meditate, we refill everything we've ever crafted, right? So anytime, just scan through it quickly. If something's green, go for it, right? Now let's meditate and inventory, necrophage oil. Water hag. Where is that water hag? Probably more in the direction of where we need to go. I'll come back for those guys. We need the lantern to see them, but... First... What the hell? Good grief.
They're on to us. They're not letting Graham in.
Quiet, fool. Babylon and the noble himself will hear you.
Nah, he sat his arse on silk pillow. They're on to us. They're not letting Graham in.
Quiet, fool.
Interesting.
Babylon and the noble himself will hear you.
Nah, he sat his arse on silk pillows, likely be gobbling meat. With no notion we's coming to tear him to shreds.
Way's clear, lads. Adam!
Like echoes of the past. I wonder if there's going to be more water hags here.
Millie, we gotta flee. Quick now. Millie! Millie, what's with you?
I don't know. It's so hot. Burning. Ah!
What? No. No, stay back.
Don't leave me.
Interesting. Like a mystery, and we're putting the pieces together. So. I think there's going to be a whole sad story Geralt's going to discover here. Locked. How do we get in again? I thought the door that was open, yeah, could be here. Yes, 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 that's right. All the rats.
Where's that noble? Lying here, quiet as a mouse, head split open like a rotted pumpkin. More like a peasant now, sloshing around in his own blood and shite. Nothing noble about him. Too quick a death they gave him. Should have been made to suffer. he's not the end of it. Sons can suffer for it, and the daughter. To the top!
The whole killing the whole family, that's too much. You know?
Place is full of rats. As many dead as alive. Think they're feeding on...
Geralt, stop. You needn't be so detailed.
Peasants didn't come here to ask nicely.
There's something else that we can see here.
Blood.
Examine.
Many must have died here.
I believe that. Someone banging at a door? That sounds ominous.
Don't start, Annabelle. Back to your craft. Always bending my ear about fool peasants. I'll not hear of them again. That simpleton turned your head, but one Graham hardly makes the rest courtly, one and all.
My lord, peasants. They're through the door in the tower.
A mess. This must have happened quite a while ago. Geralt and the witches don't age, so there is that. As Kiera said that the sorcerer who got caught up in all this, she knew him, right? I got a diagram, that's good. But we can't jump while Geralt's carrying the lamp. Nice.
Gold! Piles of it! Oh, won't do the dead any good now, will it? Strange it's still here. The noble died a time ago. Who's that? Show yourself. Anyone there? Who are you?
Who are you? A vengeful spirit, maybe. All the rats going on. I'm sure Kiera's glad she sent Geralt. Looked like the shadow of someone running by. Looked like a woman. What's this, servants' beds?
Where are you? Have you got to the laboratory at the top of the tower yet?
I'm at the top. Nothing here that looks like a laboratory.
Then you've not reached the highest level. Look for a passage.
Oh, look. Lots of stuff to see with Witcher senses.
Someone dragged something across the floor, or dragged it from one wall to the other, repeatedly. Someone dragged something across the floor, or dragged it from one wall to the other, repeatedly.
Or like that's a door. I think we gotta find a way to open it. Yeah, didn't think it would be that easy. Well. There we go. Ropes.
Looks like a laboratory. Pretty well equipped, too.
Bit of a freaky one, I think. Mage. Always log part 2. Never did like rats, not because of their obscene tales, but rather on account of their lively, disturbing intellect. It's listening in one of man's. I missed number 1. Wonder where was it? Did we though? Let's look at inventory for a minute. Yeah, we missed number 1. My gut tells me if we're going to be doing anything, it'll be against some ghost or specter. You know?
Why did you leave? You claimed to love me. I'm cold. Why has no one come for me? I cannot leave this place. I see no way out. Who are you? Do you seek to hurt me as well?
No need to fear me. I'm a witcher. Let's go with I'm a witcher.
I want to lift the curse that grips this island. Your turn to tell me who you are. The other ghosts, they couldn't see me.
I'm special. Always was. The rare beauty. The Lord's daughter. These lands, as far as the eye can see, were ours. My family and I, we hid in the Mage's Tower to await the war's end, the end of hard times. It was not to be forever.
Mage of the Tower, who was he?
Mage who lived here. Who was he?
Alexander? I hardly knew him. He spent most of his time locked away in this tower. He's dead too, you know. They're all dead. Mountains of corpses, yet I stand here alone, all alone. They've all abandoned me. Even he who promised me everlasting love. You will abandon me as well.
If I can lift the curse, you yourself will be free to leave.
What happened
Tell me
here?
what happened here. Peasants sailed to the island to ask for food. Is that true?
No. They came to rob and kill. They thought us rich, believed we'd stowed ourselves away here to laugh at their misery. Yet we had little food as well. Too little to share with those who came. They slaughtered everyone. I heard my father cry out, but the mage told me not to reveal myself or let anyone in. He gave me a potion. If I was discovered, I was to drink it. He said everything would be all right.
What was it?
What kind of potion was it? Remember its smell? What it looked like?
I remember only that I feared to drink it.
Didn't trust the mage?
In the village, they claimed he meddled in disease. Not curing it, but causing it. They said he lured rats into the tower, infected them with the Catriona. Only rumors, surely, but I was afraid. So horribly afraid. And then I heard him. My beloved Graham. He called to me. I opened the door for him, but others rushed in. They lunged at me and...
They harm you?
Did they hurt you?
They gripped my arms, tore at my dress. I managed to free myself and drink the potion, and then... nothing.
Poisoned. That how you died?
No, for I later awoke. I was alone, it was dark. Only there were rats. Everywhere. Dozens. Hundreds.
Oh no.
And I couldn't move.
And the rats
Sleeping
ate her
potion.
to death.
Effects hadn't worn off yet. You were paralyzed.
They were everywhere. All over me like insects. My face, my hands. I felt them rip open my skin, then crawl into my stomach. They tore me apart, and I could not even scream.
Oh my
Have I
god.
not suffered enough? Why can't I leave this place?
That would be horrible. How can I help? Found a fresh corpse in the tower. You talk to the... Let's ask about the fresh corpse.
You weren't the last to die on this island. Found a fresh corpse in the tower.
The island's a dangerous place. Folks should not venture here. I too wish to leave.
The dead man. Looked like a monster had attacked him, recently. The tower home to anything else?
How am I to know? There's lots of wraiths here. I hear them whispering every night.
Not
talk
talking
to them?
about ghosts. A monster who hunts here. You must have noticed something.
I don't know. I've noticed naught. Why do you ask? Why must you press me so? You're to be my savior, not my tormentor.
You did not like to be
Can you
questioned.
talk to the island's other specters?
No, I'm alone here. The others, they flee when they see me. I know not why. You do not fear me, do you?
No. Used to dealing with ghosts. Though, gotta admit, there's something about you. You're different. How can I help you?
A curse born of hatred binds me to this place. Only love's power can hope to lift it. But who could love a wraith?
And your beloved, he dead too?
Graham? No, he lives. I would know if he died. But he fled and abandoned me. Left me here all alone.
Maybe you could strip the curse of its power by forgiving him. You might cleanse the isle.
Curse is focused on you. Graham, tell me about... I agree that the curse is focused on her, but let's find out a bit about Graham.
Your beloved. Who is he? A noble son?
No, a poor fisherman. My father objected, strongly. He did not see us together. I miss him so. Each night I walk to the island shore to gaze upon the village. Does he remember me still?
Said before you can't leave the tower.
Did I? You must have misheard.
I don't think so.
I don't know anymore. It's all a nightmare to me.
That's a red flag. When we asked if she knew who killed that person, she got all wound up pretty quick. And here we caught her in a contradiction. I don't know, something's off with her.
As I see it, you're the curse's focus. The other ghosts on the island, their auras aren't nearly as strong as yours. My medallion started pulsating as soon as we started talking.
I don't know what you mean, but you do seem to know some things. You could be right. My fate is tied to the Isle, I feel that. Perhaps because I am heiress of these lands.
It could be your blood ties to the land, the base of the curse, that is. If so, forgiving Graham, laying your resentment to rest should lift it.
I loved him. I'm prepared to forgive him. But I must know that he regrets what he did. Take my bones to him. He must bury them. This will be our farewell. Will you speak to him? Will you do this for me?
I don't know if I trust her.
Really sad story, but something's not right. Got a feeling.
What is it?
You're not telling me everything. You know the island's dangerous, but refuse to tell me about the monster that lives here.
There is no monster.
I think she might be lying.
You're lying. Question is, why? To protect the beast? Or is it that...
Stop! I will not hear this!
I can't help you. Taking anything off this cursed island, from any cursed place, just too dangerous. And a dead woman's bones, that's asking for trouble.
They said witches are heartless beasts. Will you bring Graham here then? I so long to say goodbye.
Annabelle, listen.
You never wished to help me, and here I have someone would finally take pity on me. Stupid woman that I am.
Show me what you got. Damn it, gotta catch them. Experimenting on humans. Never would have gotten away with it if the Conclave were still in charge.
I agree. It goes down. So that must have been the, what she drank. That empty vial. Where the hell's the door? goes downstairs in the basement.
Come on.
Had to fight a pester.
And did you learn how to lift the curse before you lunged at her, sword in hand?
Yeah, we talked a bit. Looks like I need to get her beloved to the island. Fisherman named Graham. Wonder what led them here. Hunger or greed?
Whoops. I didn't mean to cut off Kiera. So I was fighting that Annabelle, and nothing. Okay, what does this mean here? It's pointing way off in the map and there's nothing there. I need to go to this village, so closest one is Midcorps. Midcops, something like that. Midcops. Come on, Roach. There you are, buddy. Not a, you know, even with DX11, graphics look amazing. Now, imagine when I get DX12 working. But it's not just that the graphics look good, but they fit the theme, the tone, the vibe of the story, you know? This Wolfsbane? Yeah. It looks like a Nilfgaard.
Okay. Yes.
Can we loot it? Oh, they didn't even get pissed off. Didn't really take anything of value, though. Oh. Remember a couple games ago, he was doing something at the blacksmith and the game glitched and the armor and the hammer was dragging with him? Oh, here it is. That armor's still dragging with him. So it wasn't with DirectX 12, but when I start the game as DirectX 11, it's still dragging with him.
Greetings.
I'm gonna have to reload all the mods.
Wouldn't mind a look at your stock.
Probably better off to sell that to a blacksmith. That's alright. Make some money off this guy. Oh, that's just painful. Look at that by his feet. What if he calls Roach? See, you can see the hammer there too. What a god-awful glitch.
Whoa!
Yeah. It's underneath Roach too.
Take it easy.
So the only way I can think to try and fix this glitch, and I'm gonna have to save before I try it, is if I can find a blacksmith and then use the
This be the witch.
smithing table there.
Bit more interesting things from my nose.
Man, people are always talking shit about. Oh, there's the screwed up door frames again. Definitely gonna redo the mods.
Got coin to spend?
I might. Wouldn't mind a look at your stock.
Saddlebags. We've got saddlebags, 30 maximum inventory weight, 70, but we can't afford them yet. Okay. We'll sell our junk. And then see if it can help us afford anything. Rugged saddlebags, regular saddlebags. This is good. Allows Roach to carry more stuff. Can't believe that this merchant buys the rotting flesh, but stack highly addictive narcotic. Huh?
Farewell.
If only me man weren't forever getting tossed at the tavern.
The windows and the door frames are all messed up here.
Once the Baron's men whip your arse.
The black uns be evil and all, but when they rode by, one of them tossed me little Voighty a chunk of bread.
Watch you don't break out with a fever.
What you on about?
He handed out fat back in one village. Yeah?
And the way you guys live. Ugh. But I get it, this is Velen and all.
Hunger's turned this one pale.
Don't hit me, sir.
Enough is enough.
So is this guy Graham? Well, before I go, there's a blacksmith over here.
What's new in the broad world?
If it weren't for our fair helpers ruling the wilds, we'd have starved long past.
And if now we can sell it back to him.
Looking for the best smith in Orton? Well, you found him.
Probably the only one. Yeah, number 3. Are there any other smiths in Orton?
Any other smiths in Orton or nearby?
Not anymore.
Ah. Just the look on Geralt's face. Exactly what I was thinking, my man. Gave me he gave me 6 coin for it, and now he wants to sell it for 52. Bloody shyster. Always use oil. Repair equipped. Not enough coin. His armor's not taking too much coin to fix. It's a silver sword that's got the majority of the beating, right? How much is it? 60, 64. So 3 coin. Don't want to get rid of potions. Silver, junk. Okay, now should be able. Yes, I know how to dismantle. I just don't want to.
So long.
Okay, so now I want to save. I can't save the game right now. How about now? Now I want to save and see if... Okay, see if this will fix it. See? There he is. What's this again? Fix it? I think it did. Speaking a different language. Let me know an Imperial Army need of a man who knows the area. Hunter Scout. Assign missing patrol. Beast. And signpost. Awesome.
I asked her.
And we fixed that bug. That was cool. Mystery of the Byways murders. I don't know if we're strong enough to go to the Byways yet. Because there are some ghouls at the Byways that are pretty high level.
Told you I don't want to see no one. You've got to. Just leave me be.
Why you been following me?
Just wondering what you want from him. From Graham.
Me? Didn't want nothing. It's his mother be worried about him. Been locked in his hut since he came back from the Isle. Talks to no soul. Love's misery curdled his brains, I reckon. This be the witchman, the freak of nature. Pick more interesting things from my nose.
Please. So the bodies have decomposed, but he is shut in. So I'm guessing it's been a few months. Maybe the curse is affecting the decomposition. I don't know.
You're deaf, damn it! I told you. Who are you?
I'm a witcher.
I'm a witcher.
What of it? Why should I care?
I've been to the island. I know what happened there.
What do you want of me?
How about Annabelle?
Want to talk to you about Annabelle.
Annabelle? What can you know about her?
I met her. Talked to her.
Annabelle's dead. drank poison, and I couldn't save her.
Loved her?
Did you love her?
Something mad. Loved her so deep I believed we'd come through, believed we'd be together. Of course, it was not to her father's liking. His daughter and a plain lout.
What happened on Fyke Isle? You gotta tell me.
'Twere Millie, Finch and Faulkner. They rallied the men, all roughs, to go to the Isle, take back what was ours from the noble. They knew I was known at the tower, that the Lord's servants would open the gate for me since I sold them fish.
They forced you to go with them?
No, I saw my chance in it, for Annabelle and me to flee. But it all spun in a chaos. Our boys from the village, they started killing everyone. Annabelle, they wanted to rape. First, then she drank the poison. Mage must have gave her. I ran out the tower hollering that I wanted to die, cursing them all to hell. Don't force me to speak of it. No more, please.
What exactly did you say?
Said you were hollering as you fled the tower, the island. What exactly did you say?
I don't remember. I wanted them to pay for what they'd done to her.
Might have cursed them. There's a powerful magic aura on Fyke Isle. Passions, evil intent, strong emotions of any kind can activate it. Your words could be the curse's source.
She took the poison because of them.
Wasn't poison?
It wasn't poison. Annabelle drank a strong sleeping potion. Mage wanted to protect her, make it look like she was dead. Convinced everyone.
That means... is she... You said you spoke to her?
Spoke to a ghost. By the time she awoke, tower was full of cold corpses. And rats. She was warm meat. Rats ate her alive.
God.
She was alive the whole time. But... can't be. She was cold all through like a corpse. I shook her, begged her, open your eyes. I never thought...
Not your fault.
It's not your fault. No guilt in not knowing, and you couldn't know it wasn't poison she drank.
Gods, what have I done? If I had stayed behind to bury her, I'd have noticed she was alive. It might have ended different, ended well.
If you'd stayed on the island, I doubt you'd have survived.
I'd take death over leaving her to the rats like that. But there's naught I can do about it now.
Wrong on that count. Annabelle needs you. You can help her.
She's still there? In the tower?
Yeah, she is.
See her?
Yeah.
Going a bit mad.
One thing you should know, though. In death, Annabelle turned into a pesta.
A pester? What's that?
More than a restless ghost. A plague maiden. A powerful wraith filled with grief and hatred that drive her. Give her the power to sow disease and death.
She suffers. How am I to help her? Gods know I'm willing.
Usually I foolishly take her bones over here and then she sees them and kills them and then we kill Annabelle. Maybe love can shatter curse's power.
Annabelle thinks you abandoned her.
Gods! She hates me. And all this time she's thought I ran, abandoned her.
Yes, go to the tower, talk to her. Maybe you can convince her that's not how it was.
I thought she died. I'd never left her there otherwise.
Love can shatter curse's power. Yeah.
A curse has imprisoned Annabelle and the other spirits on the island. Love can shatter its power, free her and them.
Just as in the legends.
If you know the legends, you know one kiss is enough to break an evil spell. On one condition. That it's a kiss from someone whose love is true.
I told you. I said I love her with all my heart. Take me to her, please.
It's dangerous. There are risks involved. Understand that, don't you?
Of course. I'm no coward. I'll not run this time.
Nothing. Let's go.
I'm ready.
Right.
Let's go to the tower. Show me.
Come on.
Don't be afraid. You'll be fine.
Last I came through here, they still looked at Annabelle and me. It weren't impossible. We could have been together, and now she's dead. It's my fault. If only I'd been able to protect her.
Can't change the past, but you can still help Annabelle to move on, to rest in peace.
It's terrifying here.
Best you can, dude.
Chop, chop. Speed up. Let's get this over with.
I remember the screams. Inhuman they were. Now it's silent. They're dead. All dead.
Don't think about that. Keep walking.
Probably gonna bump into more wraiths, I'm thinking. At least we can be ready for it. Saltpeter. Huh. Yeah, gotta go up to the next level. I wonder they didn't die just falling over the railing. Huh. Regularly.
You have not forgotten. You've returned for me.
Is that?
Don't you recognize him? It's me, Annabelle. The one you abandoned, remember?
I was sure you was dead. If I'd known otherwise, I'd never have left you. I'd do anything for you. I would. You know that well. Believe me, I beg you.
Prove it. Kiss me.
Oh my God.
Careful.
What she used to look like.
At last.
Guess they're together now.
The curse is lifted, and Graham and Annabelle are reunited.
And we leveled up. What's most important. There's part one of the mage's log. I'll have to read that later. I want to search everything here before we leave.
Kept in there until the end. What a shitty way to die.
Yep. So there's nothing here. What about all the notes on the wall? Maybe Kiera would find all that interesting. I wonder the place isn't on fire with the way we're dealing with the rats here. I get the feeling no matter how many we burn, there's always going to be more. Already looted the chest. Oh, really? The only thing that's really left to do is to GTFO it on out of here. Something's here. Drowners?
Come on.
Ha! He took out some of his friends there. Go, go, go.
Ugly bastard.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I wasn't watching the health meter. Geralt, you're almost dead, buddy. What the hell is that signpost? Are you kidding me? Meditate, then drink some swallow. Keep your bloody sword out.
Come on.
There we go. Never know, it'll help out with alchemy, or maybe we can sell it, right? Come on, loot, loot, loot. I promise when I figure out what mod is messing up the way he squats and gets the stuff, I will let you know. There it is. Oh. You're a merchant? No, this guy is a merchant.
An amulet, a bazaar, some tortoise shells.
Let's have a look.
What else you have on offer?
Corpse teeth and kidney stones. Tried remedies for trying times.
Jesus. 3,965 coins. $792. They must have two of them for 793 each. Crazy. We can't afford any of that shit. Might be the guy to sell some useless junk to.
So long.
There's a signpost, and this way to Kiera. It's not far now, but before we get there, I want to read something from her friend Alexander. This is contract for the missing soldiers. There we go, Alexander's log, part 1. My experiments continue to return results I must consider unreliable. Methodical errors are not at fault. The problem lies in the shoddy and fallible research material I'm forced to work with. Despite his prior reassurance, Bursard was unable to provide me with enough moderately healthy specimens for my tests. Most of the material is starved and terrified, having been dragged here straight from the dungeon. I waste a great deal of time washing and delousing them before I will so much as step foot into my laboratory. Sterility first. The specimens are people. As Marty Sodergen mentioned to prove in her little-known work, the attitude of a patient undergoing treatment can have significant impact on the battle against disease. Unfortunately, the volunteers with which I am supplied do not show sufficient comprehension, let alone enthusiasm, for the noble work they are taking part. In fact, it seems they consider the research part of their punishment. I've tried a few times, though I am but a poor speaker, to convince them that they are contributing to the eradication of one of the greatest plagues tormenting mankind. I have the distinct impression they understood little, but perhaps their stupor was merely the result of early stages of the illness. Of course, it's impossible to achieve success without significant sacrifices. The overwhelming majority of them will have to lay down their trifling lives on the altar of learning. That is the sacrifice I am willing to. Of course, you're willing to make it. Horrible person. Part 2 of this log. Never did like rats, not because of their obscene tales. Remember this. Or rather, their disturbing intelligence. I was listening when a man is talking to himself, and what's worse, they seem to understand. A few days ago, I caught myself talking to one of them, particularly large black male, torn off ear. First, I was overcome by panic. Was this the first manifestation of the illness? Of course, that was impossible, for I had fortified my immunity with powerful spells. Upon further consideration, I concluded it was an altogether natural reflex, one even the most learned among us find hard to restrain. We mages like to be listened to. Huh! Place the black rat in a separate cage. The time will come for him to play part in the test. Meanwhile, it can keep me company and observe. I've noticed it looks with great concentration at the cages of its infected brethren, particularly those in the last stages of illness. Fascinating. Speaking of company, I have none, besides the black rat, and cannot hope for better. First Red avoids the laboratory and has expressed his desire for his daughter to steer clear of me as well. First, I thought he feared a moral scandal, which would be visible in the extreme, but he explained the true reason in due course. It seems Annabelle has always possessed fragile psychic constitution. Observing the ill might throw her into foul humors. The peasants taking part in the study have stopped speaking to me. I don't know whether they believe this act of defiance will serve. It does me no harm for they make for lousy conversation partners. There remains, of course, the woman. But as far as her, I try to limit my contact. Day 362. My black rat has died. Today I found him curled up in his cage. I suspected he had become infected in an accident, but during the autopsy I did not uncover any signs of illness. He was perfectly well fed. Strange. From a medical point of view, his death remains unexplained, something which I must admit irritates the scholar in me. But, as mentioned previously, I'm not particularly fond of rats. Is the way to dear Kiera? Her door is okay, but the other ones are... It's gotta be a texture or a mesh something.
Geralt, just when I was starting to miss you.
Mage. Let's find out about the mage.
Tell me more
first.
about this mage from the Isle. Were you two close?
Never expected you'd take such an interest in my private life.
More interested to know if you bonded, as fellow magic practitioners.
Well, we had little in common in that arena.
That's good.
Oh, Alexander was one of those anxious experimenters, forever short on sleep. The kind that thinks perfect happiness is an isolated tower and a full set of vials and alembics.
Alright, let's tell her what we found out.
Its curse.
Able to persuade Graham to go to the tower with you? Did you mention there was a pester involved?
He knew the risks, but he'd also heard lots of stories about true love, whose kiss can break any spell. Can't help thinking that gave him courage.
And? It ended well?
Depends how you look at it. Curse is lifted, Annabelle's spirit is left in peace. But Graham's dead.
Oh, poor boy. Still, he's proved that true love may be more common than some suppose.
Honestly, I get why Graham did what he did. And it makes sense. You really love someone? Be with them any way you can, you know?
The lamp. What do you want to do with it?
As I said, you may keep it. I don't believe I shall need it anymore, given the Isle's been cleansed. I actually regret not going there with you. Perhaps we can make up for that lost time now.
One thing's bothering me.
Alexander's research.
Annabelle said Alexander was studying diseases. She mentioned Catriona. You knew this?
All the mages knew about it. Alexander was a highly regarded epidemiologist. I would have given anything for an opportunity to study his notes, but he guarded them jealously.
All right. Time I was on my way.
Perhaps you'd stay just a bit longer? There's one small favor you might yet do for me.
What is it?
I put in an order for a few substances from Novigrad. The trader was due to be here yesterday, but has yet to arrive. Could you see what happened? The package is rather important to me.
Sure.
Why not? If he was coming here from Novigrad, he must have passed through Blackbow. I'll check the area.
Thank you. I shall be ever so grateful.
Love the way she talks. Ever so grateful.
Geralt, just when I was starting to miss you.
Bet the old witch who lived here left you a bunch of interesting sundries.
She did indeed. I gather you'd like a look.
Very much so.
Got 43 coin. Turns on 1,000. Jesus Christ. Johnson and Spears. Dwarven Spirit. Does she have any Dwarven Spirit for sale? No.
Any news of your sisters from the lodge?
None. We can't know too much about one another these days. It's safer that way.
Even tried to contact one another?
I've wanted to many times. But I've no way of knowing who would answer, or who might be listening.
See you, Kiera.
Nope. Yep, through here,
Ask a service of the Witcher, the Pella must. A witcherly service, that's to say.
What do you need? Tell me.
A man who fears no evil the Pella needs. Forefathers Eve is nigh. We've rites to conduct. Wandering souls to emerge, damned souls too. We've the circle to protect from these wretches.
Forefathers Eve, what's the point?
Why hold the ritual at all?
At times men die choking with regret. At times death takes them before they've tasted any bitterness in life. These poor souls, unfulfilled, cannot leave this vale of tears. Their spirits wander midst the living, must be judged, sent on their way. This we do on Forefathers Eve.
All right.
Seems like you could use a witcher, so yeah, I'll help.
You'd not refuse, the Pella knew. The time's come to gather the folk. Across the lake we must journey, to Fyke Isle. There in the circle of stones we shall meet.
The sooner we resolve this, the better. Best do it tonight at midnight.
Guess we're tracking the
Give
quest.
us a rest.
See if I can find my way back to the village without using the mini-map. I think it's this way. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Pike Isle. Lots of little boats around Pike Isle. Look at this. Boat, 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 boat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Jesus. Take a boat over to here. I wonder what's there. Let's go check that out. See all the boats. And the one trail in Pike Isle. What time is it? I totally forgot we got that level up, right? So got a couple extra square. Nice. Look at how quickly it recharges too. I'll take it. Oh, Pillar. We'll get everyone here all ready to go.
I'll be back.
Give us a rest. Fine, what did he say? Midnight?
Each will say by what they're having. What is this life?
Greetings.
Just in time. Good folk, behold the one who will protect us. You needn't fear. Soon shall we summon the wandering souls. Beyond all help some will be. From these you must protect us. Evil creatures keep at bay. Keep at bay till the ritual's done.
Begin.
Keep us from harm, and let them not disturb the circle. What is this life? Well, you know.
Fleeting torment, ere we know.
What comes next once life subsides?
Man his own fate decides.
Soon will rise thy dead, thy buried.
Each will say by what they're harried.
Will ye grant these souls reprieve?
We're prepared to end their grief.
Let's begin Forefathers Eve. Ye who wander on the gale, ever
caught in this world's thrall, see this sign, gentle, pale. Ye we summon, ye we call.
Ye we summon, ye we call.
A sound I hear. 'Tis right.
A spirit breaks the still of night.
Burn the incense ever higher.
Spirit join us round the fire.
Ew. Maybe you should use Ard. Push him away, and then you can take him one at a time. Well, underwater, use a crossbow. Wonder how that would go underwater using a crossbow.
What is this life? Well, you know.
Fleeting torment, ere we go.
What comes next once life subsides?
Man his own fate decides.
Soon will rise thy dead, thy buried.
Each will say by what they're hurried.
Will ye grant?
What's best against a water hag? Necro oil.
Soul's reprieve.
We're prepared to end their grief.
Let's begin Forefathers Eve. Ye who wander on the gale, ever caught in this world's thrall, see this sign, gentle, pale. Ye we summon, ye we call.
Ye we summon, ye we call.
Hark, a sound I hear. 'Tis right.
A spirit breaks the still of night.
Burn the incense ever higher.
Spirit join us round the fire.
God.
Ye we summon, ye we call. Enter souls, we'll judge ye all.
Bloody water hag. When she throws the mud, he stands there